Yo, what's good, y'all? Um, really just sitting reflecting on everything going on in the news and just seeing like the pain that black men are going through and just not having that outlet. You know what I mean? So we kind of choose to just take our lives, and I guess I'm just reflecting because I've been in those seasons, those dark seasons where you feel stuck. You feel like nothing's working. You feel all this pain from seeing stuff, from hearing stuff, and you just don't know what to you don't know what to do with that. You know what I mean? You don't know how to navigate that. And of course we're trying to keep up with being strong, because oftentimes we're being strong for so many other people. And it's like, man, shit hurt. Like it's hard. It's really hard. And oftentimes it's pain on top of pain on top of pain on top of pain. And to the thought of just even trying to unpack all this pain and go through all of that don't even be seeming worth it. So the logical next step is just like, let's just end it all. Like let's like, this pain ain't, it's too much to bear. And to go back and try to address it all, that's gonna kill me anyway. So it's like, it's just hard, man. And I know that pain it's heavy, man. It hurts, man. It's because you see people have families and wives and kids, and just to want to leave that because of this pain, like, that should tell you like how that should tell you how difficult, man, the times be. So I guess I just wanted to just share with my brothers out there, man. We gotta continue to release. We gotta find ways to release. We gotta give ourselves permission to release. Every day, man, I try to reset. And when I say reset, I cry, man. Like, I release, yell, scream, and it took a while because, man, I remember it had been years. It had been years since I had cried, man. I was looking back. I think I was talking to somebody, or we was playing some game or something, and it was like, man, when's the last time you cried? And I was thinking, like, I don't know. And then I was like, dang, it's been a minute since I've released emotion, like. And I've been through, I had been through so much, man. Funerals, seeing things, losing folks, feeling like a failure, letting people down, like all of those things, man, had built up. And I realized I hadn't given myself permission to release. And oftentimes we don't give ourselves permission. So when we fill up with all of these thoughts and these feelings and these emotions, we either just want to get rid of it permanently, or we explode, which causes us to do something that is unforgivable sometimes. It's just something just crazy, which in turn puts us in a position where we just want to get rid of it, permanently. So, man, I think the game changer for me was just giving myself permission to release, man. Release all of the emotions and resetting. And crying, man, is powerful, man. Especially as men, because we don't cry, bro. And crying is not a bad thing, man. I just look at it as a form of just letting go, because like that's pain, bro. And that's how we like as a kid. So I think back when we're kids and we hurt ourselves, man. Like, what do? We cry. Like the releasing of tears and all of that motion in the form of crying, like that brings healing. That brings a next step. And I think why, as adults, when we experience even more hurt, when we experience even more pain, even more trauma than we are as kids, like why do we cry even less? It's because we find ourselves, especially as men, trying to hold it together. We look at crying as being weak. So I've been embracing it, bruh. I'll be driving and somebody swerve and miss me, or I see an accident on the side of the road and I get emotional, bruh. Tears start falling down. Cause that's pain I want to build up. You know what I mean? That's that energy. You want to store that when you see something traumatic. Like we see all these killings on the news, like that builds up. Now it may not be as significant as losing a close one or something, but those little things add up. They add up over time. And then when you do lose somebody, when you do go through a traumatic season of your life or something like that, you don't got no room for it. There's no room for that trauma. There's no room for it. Because we done seen people get killed on the internet. We done got disrespected at the job. We done got all this stuff, which is low key, you know what I mean? It's little, but we not releasing. So we hit that point, man, and it's so sad, bro. It's man. I think about my daughter. She cry every day, right? But she's just releasing, and then she reset. She wake up in the next day, or even after a cry, she smiled like she releasing that, and that's what we gotta do, man. We gotta release. We gotta let that go. Could be in the form of crying, man. Could be in the form of therapy, sitting down, talking to somebody, which I know that's tough to do when it's dark. You know what I mean? When it's dark, it's tough to talk to anybody. You want to isolate, and I've been there. So we gotta find a way during our isolation to release, man. I scream, man. I'd had some seasons, bro. And I just weep, bro. I just weep, and I just want to get it out. Just get it out. And I think we just don't give ourselves permission enough, especially as men. Like funerals, okay, it's acceptable. At the hospital, acceptable. Other than that, when do you find yourself releasing? Crying, letting it out, man. Letting that pain go. So, I give you permission to release, man, and I promise on the other side of crying and letting go, I'm not gonna say it's gonna make it better, make the situation better, but it gives you a platform, it gives you a little bit of room to take a step in unpacking. It gives you a little bit of room to take a step and the ability to fight. It breaks it down. Some of us got so much trauma packed. I think about my father, man. I think the first time I saw my father cry was when his mom passed. Now, I don't know if he, cried or released or whatever the case may be on the side somewhere as I was growing up, just never seen it, but I never seen my father do that. And when his mom passed, man, he wept for days, months. And a part of me is like, I don't even think it was just his mom. I think that was just him bursting. I think most of it was his mom, but I think it's a lot of other layers that he was releasing over just the decades, man. And I never see him cry, so subconsciously, I guess that didn't give me permission to cry. So I think we gotta cry in front of each other, man. We gotta let our boys know, our brothers know that it's okay to release, man. So I give you permission, man, if you feel yourself filling up with pain, trauma, hurt, release, man. Me and my homies used to laugh about it, but I used to tell them, like, yeah, go ahead and get in the shower, bro. Turn that water on. Turn some music, man. Let it go. Let it out. For real. Like, let it out, man. Let that pain out. Let it out. Be broken. Be hurt. Let it out. Don't hold on to it. Like, free it. Free yourself, man. Free it. And hopefully that gives you a little bit of room to take a step the next day, and a step.